Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It is Friday. It is January 5th. And we want to remind you before we dive into our Facebook Live here too deeply, you can find us every day, Monday through Friday on Facebook. About 8 o'clock we go live. We give you your latest weather and news headlines of the day. You can find us on Facebook Live, like I said, or on your feed throughout the day. You can also find us on our Inform YouTube channel and your favorite podcast platform. Just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute. All right. This morning it is kind of slick out there, so we are going to bring in Storm Tracker meteorologist Dillon Vogt this morning. So let's add him to the chat here. So there we go. So we're adding Dillon. He's going to be outside for us. And say, darn, it's going to be tough travel, but it is actually pretty slick out there this morning. Dillon, you were live on Fargo all morning long, kind of talking about the slippery roads. At first glance, it doesn't look terrible, but they are pretty slick.
Yeah, not sure why I'm sideways here, everyone. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with the format here. But nonetheless, yeah, it's very slippery. So this is a WDAY car. If I try and turn, it doesn't work. I'm always sideways. Okay, this is weird. Nonetheless, this is completely ice covered. That's ice. So hoods of cars are definitely icy this morning. This parking lot right here is pretty slippery. I'm sliding around pretty good. I can't get the angle right, but it is pretty slippery out there this morning. Side streets are bad. Bridges are pretty bad. You have the roads that even cars are traveling quite a bit on. So 13th, 45th, 94, 29. We're seeing spinouts on 94 in Minnesota. There's been, I know, multiple reports I've seen online from various Facebook groups of slippery roads in Fargo. And this spreads all the way up to Grand Forks. So take it slow this morning for sure. Sidewalks are slippery. Your porch is going to be slippery. It's icy on your car. And this is, it's misting still lightly. So we're still tracking that mist this morning. But that is expected to end later on. And then eventually we're talking snow tonight into tomorrow. So hopefully the roads do improve. I've seen plows and trucks treat the roads this morning, so that is one good thing. But it's slippery out there, so take it slow.
All right, Dillon, thank you for joining us live from outside, kind of just giving us that update of what things are like. So we're going to dive into some headlines here this morning, talk about slippery roads on the outside of town as well. There's been reports of some crashes of semis, jackknifing, things like that on I-94 in Minnesota. Also up and down I-29, there's been some reports of crashes. So just be aware that things are a little slick out there this morning. Most of the eastern portion of the state, up and down the valley, going to be running into those slick spots anywhere outside of town this morning. Parking lots, driveways, sidewalks if you're walking. Just take it slow, be careful, get where you're going safely. Of course, like always, give yourself extra time if you have any concerns about your traveling conditions. All right. Let's dive into our headlines. Breaking news this morning. We now know the name of a man who was killed in a rollover crash in Dickey County. It happened around 1 o'clock yesterday morning, about 6 miles southwest of Ellendale. 69-year-old Kim Brokaw was killed in that crash. Nobody came upon the crash until about 6 hours later. North Dakota Highway Patrol says the road was covered in ice when the accident happened. Today, a Minot National Guardsman that was killed in a Christmas Eve shooting is going to be laid to rest. The funeral for 41-year-old Nicholas Van Pelt is scheduled to take place at 1 o'clock this afternoon at Our Redeemer's Church in Minot. Van Pelt was an Air Force veteran and a former Ward County Sheriff's deputy. He was killed Christmas Eve during a shooting that happened in Minot. Today is the last day. The city of West Fargo will be collecting branches that fell down during the Christmas ice storm. If you still have debris, make sure to get it picked up and put out on the curb so that those crews can come around and pick it up. If you live in Fargo and Moorhead, there's going to be branch pickup services offered all throughout next week as well. Also, an update on power outages this morning in the state. Linemen have been hard at work getting the lights back on across eastern North Dakota. Cass County Electric has restored power to all but 71 customers, and about 51 customers of Dakota Valley Electric still don't have power right now. State troopers believe distracted driving was to blame for that school bus crash involving the Hatton-Northwood volleyball team that happened this fall. The bus was headed north on Highway 32 south of Petersburg when a pickup ran through a stop sign. The driver of the pickup was killed. 25 players on the bus, a coach and the driver of the bus were all hospitalized, some still recovering today. Well, investigators say neither the bus or the pickup had a chance to stop, so they collided at 65 miles an hour. Troopers can't say it for sure, but they do believe the pickup driver was looking at a piece of paper at the time of the accident. All right, the stage is set for the FCS title game. We'll check in live in Frisco as SDSU goes for a repeat facing Montana. Plus, the final weekend of the NFL regular season is here. Can the Vikings make a last-ditch postseason push? We'll pick winners with Dom's dad. So you can watch Hot Mic live with Dom Izzo from 9 to 11 this morning on WDAY Extra and on informed.com. Don't forget, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass at informed.com. Just go to informed.com/subscribe to get that deal. And then join us for our newscast the rest of the day. Our next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. We'll get you ready for any incoming weather this weekend and get you ready for your weekend events as well. And then you can join us on First News next Monday from 5 to 7 in the morning. I'll be back for that. So join us then. Until then, have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.